Yeah. I'm back to T-Funk TV. Smoke some, drink some. Alright, y'all like and subscribe. Help me get this channel out. You cash at me a little something if you want to. T-Funk 6. $ T-Funk 6. Alright. I'll tell y'all this little story about my man with the bad hygiene, man. And me and him was cool, man. We was cool. Alright. I had met this dude from Mount Airs, North Carolina, right? He had caught a 20-year-old law sentence. I ain't gonna put the man while he was in there out there like that, though. But yeah, our old law sentence is different than our newer law, because under the old law, you go in there with 20 years, well, they get cut into 10 right as soon as you go in there. It get cut into 10. So, boom. Once you get in there and get on the game time and get to working or whatever, you can get it lower than 10. But this dude right here started out in the youth spread, man, and was a dude dummy, doing stuff to guards, letting other dudes call shots for him, and you know, had a battery in his back. So if you get in trouble under that old law, you'll do the whole 20 years. You just keep maxing your time, keep shooting up every time you go to lock up. So I'm gonna call my own boy from Mount Airs, D. D was over at the big prison. And he finally, probably about 9 years later, he could have been out, got his point level worked down so he can come to green clothes from brown clothes. So he come up to Marion. I met him, introduced myself. All right, dude. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple of interests alike. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had no really home help or out in the world help. So, you know, I looked out for him a little bit here and there. But one thing about him, North Carolina, you get what you turn back in. So if you go to the clothes house, you got 7 uniforms, 7 boxes, 7 socks, 7 t-shirts. What you turn in, you're going to get that back. And on this little small cap right here, they give you 7. So you won't have to go but once a week. Man. They call for clothes house call, man. And this dude wouldn't even go sometimes, man, because he been in one of everything a whole week. Stuff still clean. Ain't used nothing. Ain't brushed his teeth. Ain't washed his bleep. Or nothing, y'all, man. And I know you're around a lot of men, but, man, you're supposed to do better than that, man. You still got to keep the hygiene up, though. You know what I'm saying? So I started noticing that. I ain't never called dude out, though. I had a little bit of love for him, man. And hearing the stories, you know, kind of felt sorry for him, man, because he went through a lot in there. You know it? So, one day, we out on the basketball court, and I'll never forget, dude from Asheville named Creole. He came up to me, man, and there was a lot of dudes from Asheville on that yard because I was in Marion. That's kind of close. He was like, look, man, straight up, man, your boy got to get in that water, bro. I busted out laughing because it wasn't me. He said, your boy got to get in that water, man. We done been talking about him and everything. Everybody recognize him, man. The dude, bro, he got to get in that water, bro. So, boom. I guess they came to me. They told me because they know I'm going to be the one that be around him and shit. So about 10, 11 different dudes was talking about touching him up, man. He don't get in that water. Talking about putting hands on him. So, boom. He ain't play ball. When I got back in the dorm, he walked up to me all crunk and hype like he be. Walked a cigarette, so I said, come on, man, let's walk the track, bro. We walked the track. I'm telling him, I was like, look, man, that man talking about, man, your hygiene is horrible, bro. They gonna put hands on you if you don't get in that water. What they said, straight up. The hygiene horrible, they're going to put hands on you if you don't get in that water, man. So, boom. He wasn't no hoe. Because you're like, man, I ain't worried about it. I'm grown, man. I ain't worried about it. This, that, and the third, man. They think I'm a sucker, man. This, that, and the third. But y'all, he got in that water. He got in that water. Hey, he let him hear. He'd say his little mumbling and his, getting his little piece off. He let him hear him. But he got in that water, though, y'all. It's just another life lesson for y'all dudes that's out here, man. Messing up, ain't listening to your folk. Doing stuff you ain't supposed to, like I used to. And end up going down the road to that chain gang, going to prison. And boy, you got bad habits. Or them folk gonna make you get in that water now. The police ain't. The folks in that dorm with you, or your cellmate. You should house training show up in there, man. You shouldn't want to run around thinking. Real talk, around men or not. But yeah, for a lot of small stuff can get you, touched in there. That's just the example. I'm telling you now. You run around in these streets, you pulling drills, listening to these rappers. Most of them ain't even did what they say they done. You pulling drills and doing all this. And you go to prison. And you'll get in that water. Some folk gonna touch you. Yeah.